Hi, guys, and welcome to Classic TV Facts and Trivia. Appreciate you being here. Let's make sure the microphone's on here. Yep. Um, Today's video is on Richard Thomas from the Waltons and how he had no issue with being identified as John Boy. Let's take a look at it. As nice as the fame and notoriety that comes with playing a successful role on television, those wonderful things can also come to the label of that character onto an actor. Sometimes that label can glue itself onto someone for far longer than is welcome, and it can actually end up hurting an actor's success in the long run. This is something to be considered when thinking of Richard Thomas, who might as well have said, "Hello, my name is John Boy" sticker on his chest as he walked through life. Obviously, there are worse things to be remembered for than a famed Walton, but you wouldn't be wrong to wonder if Thomas ever tires of the association. Perhaps it's important to remember that when John Boy grew up, so did Richard, and they both moved on to different things and new pursuits. However, you may rest assured that Richard Thomas loved playing John Boy as much as viewers enjoyed watching him, even after he departed from the show. During an interview with the Urban Daily, Urbana, something like that, Daily Citizen, Thomas confessed, "It doesn't bother me at all to still be identified with John Boy. As an actor, I feel fortunate that if I were to be identified with a character, that it is one as full and as rich as John Boy Walton." Thomas, who developed into an incredibly talented actor with a storied collection of roles, also wasn't worried about the role of John Boy Walton defining him. He continued, "And people do know that he's not the only role I've ever done. However, John Boy is perhaps the role that many audience members identify with personally, as they also grew up watching John Boy, watching the Waltons live as a family that many viewers wanted to be a part of." Thomas stated, "When they meet me, I remind them of the good feelings they had when they watched John Boy in the series and later in the films, and if that's what makes them feel good, I'm glad." Very talented actor. He was very typecast. I had a hard time seeing him as anything else. He played Hank Williams Jr. Played as Hank Williams Jr. In the movie on Hank Jr.'s life, and maybe it's just my opinion, and maybe because he's John Boy, but I thought that was pitiful casting. I just didn't think he belonged there. But man, he did a great job as John Boy. And then when they tried to recast John Boy on the Waltons, boy, that didn't work at all, did it? metv really puts out some really good stuff like this, and I encourage you to check out some of their stories and stuff. This is where I get a lot of my material, and I kind of like to think that I'm critiquing them as well as the show. That's all I have for you. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, classic rock and country music will be back tomorrow, as will the Beverly Hillbillies Facts and Trivia. And Andy Griffith Facts and Trivia is on today. You might want to check that out. It's on George Lindsay, played Goober, and how he would never forgive a fellow cast member for something they did to him. And it's not who you might think. It might surprise you just a little bit. Again, that's all I have for you. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Please don't forget to like this video. And if you would, please subscribe. Have a great day. God bless. I'll be praying for you.